Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Russian back into the video here today, and I know I told you guys about a little teacher that was a bitch in middle school, and that was the last story for you guys. Now I've got another one who's even bigger of a bitch. Like, literally, she's like short, but she is the biggest bitch ever. So basically, what happened was I was in 8th grade. She was my English teacher. And keep in mind, just this is probably a pretty important part to the story, that she was the principal of the high school's daughter. So, obviously, you can kind of tell where she got her job. But you know, that's not relevant as of right now. But it'll be pretty important later on. So, what happened was she gave out a lot of assignments during the year. She gave out, I think it was 180 assignments a marking period minimum. Like a literal minimum, she said, was 180. And to an 8th grade student, you're like, damn. To anybody, pretty much, you're like, damn, that's a shit ton. So obviously it was a pretty difficult class, and because I don't do homework a lot, I didn't do well in her class, and she gave out homework pretty much every night. So, I got 3 Ds in her class, right? But they were literally like, 60.3, 60.8, whatever. All I needed was to pass the marking period, and I would pass and move on to high school. And the thing was, you could fail a certain number of classes, but I failed something else, and then I failed English on top of that. So, but, what happened to make me fail English was the important part in all this. So, if you are in high school, you know that in 8th grade, near the end of the year, whatever, your English teacher will give you a research paper, where it's just kind of like a template. It's really just kind of copy and paste. As long as you do it, you'll get like a 90 or 100, whatever, and you'll do pretty well on it. And it counts as a test grade, which is a big portion of your grade. I think it's about 1/3 of your grade, and you get like 2, maybe 3 tests a marking period, depending on the class, obviously. But this is just, obviously for people that don't go by the American grading system. So, I am, where we are about to finish up actual, classes for the year. We still have school for, I think, another week. But we have to practice for graduation, and we have all this other kinds of stuff going on, so we don't really do anything the last week, and we don't have finals in middle school. So, it was the week before we did nothing, and all the grades had to be in, everything like that, whatever. And we got this research paper, and she tells us, okay, pretty much as long as you do it, you'll get 100. So we're like, okay, why not? And I'm like, yo, I'll get like a C this marking period, nice. So I'm really positive about it, whatever. I'm upbeat, I'm like, yo, this is easy as shit. But a couple days before school actually ends, and I think this was like the day before all the grades were supposed to be in, whatever. I was actually out sick, and I was at home. I did it, everything like that, and the next day I come in and I give her the paper, everything like that. She tells me, all right, you should be good. I'm like, yes, gonna move on to high school. I'm super pumped about it, everything like that. And the next day, she doesn't really say anything to me about the grades, everything like that. I just kind of assumed it was all good. And then we go into the next week where we start practicing for graduation. And they give us all the, where we're supposed to go and everything like that, whatever. And I'm in where I should be with the person that I'm standing next to, because it's obviously in 2 rows. So I'm standing next to the person I'm standing next to, and I think it was the vice principal comes up to me and she says, hey Luke, why are you here? You're not passing. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? I'm so confused at this point. I thought I passed. And she's like, oh, well, apparently you didn't pass English. I thought you knew that already. I'm like, no. So she's like, go talk to the teacher. I don't know what's happening there, but as far as I know, you're not graduating. I'm like, you bitch, in my head. So I go up to the teacher, like, I sprinted up those fucking stairs. And I go and talk to her, and she tells me that she was about halfway through grading it, and she said that I had errors in it where it was literal copy and paste. I'm not kidding. I wrote it word for word the way that she told us to. And she said that there were errors in there, and she was halfway through grading it. She brought it home and lost it and gives me a 20 out of 100. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she said it's the last grade of the year, so there's no possible way I could even bring it up. And there's no way I would have brought it up either, because I had like a 51 at that point. I was like 9 points below passing. Fucking truck outside. I don't even know what's up with that shit. I'm not even close to a main road, and for some reason that shit's that loud. Anyway, so I'm like, you bitch! I am so pissed at this point. Like, literally, she did this to me purposely. And I was mad enough that I went to administration about this shit. And I complained, and nothing ever happened to her. Like, I don't even think they, like, even looked at it, because they said, oh, well, you know, her dad's the principal of the high school, you know, fuck it. And I'm pretty sure that's why she got her job. She is a shit teacher, and she only got her job because her fucking dad. Or she sucked dick, I don't know. One of those two or both. But I was so annoyed about that. And then I had to sit there in the cafeteria where we were practicing, watching other people practice for graduation, while they made us, you know, the kids that weren't passing, sit in the back and watch them all fucking day. And they told us, you have to come to school or else we're going to mark you absent. I'm like, seriously? And at that point, you know, like, I was, I think if I missed 1 or 2 more days, whatever, I was actually going to, you know, have to stay back. I couldn't even graduate if I went to summer school. So I was super pissed. I had to sit there and I had to watch all this shit, and I had no other choice. I couldn't stay home. So I'm sitting there, I'm mad as fuck, yo. And then I had to go to summer school for 6 fucking weeks in the summer, like early in the morning, for English, because this teacher decides, hey, I'm going to be a massive bitch, and I'm going to fail you on a project that you pretty much couldn't fail because I don't like you. So anyway, guys, that was my story about how I failed 8th grade and the utter disgrace of, like, all American education. You know, like, seriously, that was just bad. I don't even know how she got away with that. But anyway, guys, it has been your boy Russian. If you enjoyed the video or story or whatever you want to call it, please leave a like down below. You know, that would really be appreciated. If you're new around here, subscribe, because I do different zombie stuff than the rest of the community. I don't really do the normal stuff, let's say that. So if you want to mix things up, watch these videos, because, yeah. And if you are a zombies YouTuber and you're not getting as many views as you really want, or deserve, actually, I would really highly recommend clicking the link in the top of the description. It is to my zombies community channel that I run myself with a bunch of other guys that are also YouTubers, everything like that. And we're trying to create just a zombies community channel for people that aren't getting views, aren't getting subs, everything like that, to try to get people those things that they deserve out of their channel. So basically all it is you submit a video, we link your channel in the description, we leave an annotation on the screen and everything. It is thunderstorming outside, fuck yeah. And we basically try to get you views and subs, and pretty much, yeah. And and also, like, I'm just gonna say, if you're not a YouTuber, that's fine. Also subscribe to that channel, because it's gonna be a lot of zombies content. If you are a fan of COD Zombies, I would really highly suggest checking it out. That would literally mean the world to me. I'm really trying to get this project off the ground and get it some support. Anyway, guys, it has been your boy Russian. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, check out World of COD Zombies. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, and peace the fuck out.